Well, I think the world needs more beauty. I think the world needs a shift in focus to creating art. I don't want to say all with our hands, but it brings us back to a slower, sweeter time when we're creating with our bodies and our hands, and we are mirroring something that, in my opinion, is that we're losing, and that's the natural world. My name is Sondra Holtzman, and I do a varied spectrum of art. I create paintings, work in fine art, and I also work in textile design. Most of my inspiration comes from nature. I love being outside in nature. I'm very inspired by nature, particularly the ocean environment over by the coast is my favorite, but I love the high desert, and so I would say that 98% of my inspiration comes from the natural world. For me as an artist, and I don't want to speak for anyone else, but we tend to be working in a solitary environment. So I do the majority of my work by myself in my house or outside. So for me, it really was an opportunity to create basically the way that I've always been doing it. So for me, it became more peaceful. It became more of an opportunity for me to actually explore what I had at home, what materials I had available at home to work with, rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to go out to the thrift store, or I'm going to go out, I need to go to, some store to get materials. So it was just an opportunity for me to go deeper into that process. Again, I think that what I would say to encourage people to donate to this fund is that many, many artists do not have financial reserves to fulfill what they need to do or want to do, number one, and that's kind of an obvious thing. But it also encourages the artist. It's very flattering to the artist when they receive a grant like this. It's inspirational. It gives them a more expanded window of opportunity as to, well, maybe I can go in this direction and create with these materials. That money helped me purchase new materials. It will help with travel. It will help me take what I know and travel to other areas and teach small groups of people how to do it. So I would say that's major. You do need new materials. The thing with art is that you have to keep replenishing what you're using. So that was really helpful to me. The last 16 months for me, some of the lessons that I've learned with this pandemic is to use as much of what we have already. So finding surprises in your home that are there. Or when I go to build the brushes, it is amazing to me the natural world, how it provides. All of these ponderosa pine branches on the ground, they just seem to appear at the right time without sounding too funny about it. I mean, if I go into the woods with the intention of creating a brush, the biggest connection for me is the natural world. So what it's done for me is bring me closer to the natural world. I am committed to simplification. So simplifying, but just developing a direction in my art where I engage with the natural world, whether I am taking a stick home or a rock home, or whether I'm just sitting in the woods. It has slowed me down a little bit so that I do take the time to just be in the natural world and let the inspiration come.